Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Author Doc B. She's in the building. And guess what? We have a special treat for you tonight. OMG, you have come to the right place. So please click like and share. Thank you all for joining. I see quite a few people on already. You are already on YouTube. You are already on Twitter. You are all on Facebook lined up. Thank you. I need to see those hearts coming in. Bring It to the Table is a place where everyday people can go to address anything that they have overcome, conquered, and survived, and is living beyond their dreams. And this is a place where you can come, a safe place where you can come and talk about these things, Let me just go to my audience real quick. Let me go to Facebook because I have a topic tonight that's getting ready to blow your mind. Now, let me tell you, don't be upset at me because I come up with this stuff. I listen to my audience. I have to switch to public. So there it is. I have to change the setting to public because a lot of people have been complaining that they have not been able to come on because I haven't gone public. So I need those likes, those hearts, those click, like, and share. And now I have made it the platform public. There you go. You're pouring in. You're pouring in. You can just drop your name. Let us know where you're from and why are you here. Tonight's topic. Oh my God, it gets good. Y'all like Wendy Williams? I'm a little bit like her. Except I don't give out the gossip. I just give out the tea. And the tea is I got the Palmers on tonight. And the Palmers been married for a while. They're gonna tell y'all some good stuff. Oh yeah, I got some questions. And we're gonna talk about in honor of Black History Month, Black love and marriage. Everybody say, well, where you get this couple from? Why did you choose them? You know, a whole plethora of married couples. Yeah, I could have gotten Mr. and Mrs. Jones and Johnsons and the Kendricks and the Bunnells that's been married for all these many humpteen years, 99,000 years. I wanted a more modern, youthful, kind of in the middle married couple, a couple that I personally know, been through some stuff and came out of it and is on the other side and is living beyond their dreams. And I say this couple is bad. It's my favorite couple. I don't know about y'all. I got quite a few couples that I like, but without further ado, I'm about to bring them on because let me tell you, oh my God, they just rocked my world. And I met them in a strange way. I'm not going to say that's up to them if they want to disclose, but I'm not going to do that. But it was really strange how we met. But I love them. I'm wishing and hoping the best for them, and I know that they're doing fine because quiet as kept. I'm secret. I'm the Facebook stalker. I'll be stalking on all the social medias and be like, oh, there they go again. There they go again. And they just make such a wonderful couple. They're gonna drop some jewels on us tonight about Black love and marriage. How do we stay married? Why is it essential in our family? Is it important? Is it not important? Hi, Tanya. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Lynn, for joining. Thank you, Keisha, for joining. I see you all. I appreciate all your support. Thank you all. Marriage, Black love and marriage in honor of Black History Month. Without further ado, let's bring them on, Mr. and Mrs. Palmer, y'all. Come on, y'all. There they go, there they go, there they go. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, Queen. Look at her. She's just $1 million. Look at her, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody tell y'all be matching me, Terrence. Ain't nobody tell y'all be matching. How y'all doing?
Good. How are
We
you?
good. We good.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So listen, you all have the spotlight tonight. This is your night to shine. Not that you haven't been shining, because I've been watching. You know the haters gonna hate, honey. You know the haters gonna hate. I just got to say that. They gonna hate. And Mrs. Palm, I'll be seeing you with your weapon on the side doing your little thing and everything. And the king be up there complimenting you all day long and everything you do and stuff. And y'all be in public's eye talking about love you, baby. See you later. And I'll meet you there and all that kind of stuff. I was like, ooh, that's the perfect couple for the podcast. I'm trying to tell you something for real. For real, for real. Somebody said pecan and black powder. Come on now. That's what they saying about y'all. We already in the compliments right there. Y'all, you know who that is?
Yeah,
That's my brother.
Y'all got a good idea, huh? Well, I'm with them. I'm with them. I like that. Pecan and black powder. That's what I'm talking about. So you all, let me tell you, we're just gonna get right into it. Let's get right into it. So, can you first tell us? You don't have to disclose your ages and stuff if you don't want to, but if you do, you can. You can say how old you are. Just say where you're from to the audience, and in a small introduction, introduce yourself, and then how long have you all been married, Mrs. You can go first, Mrs. Palmer.
My name is Natural Palmer, and I'm 43 years old, and we're from Houston, Texas.
Ooh, all the way from Texas. She said, "My name is Natural." She's all natural. Somebody saying, "Look at my family." Uh-oh, they in there. Y'all done brought the people out, honey. They in there. I got the hearts going and the likes and the clicking and all that stuff. Make sure y'all share it with somebody, okay? All right. And say, and your name, sir?
I am Terrence Palmer, and I am 37 years old.
Oh, age difference. Woo, that's gonna be the first. That's gonna be the first one right there.
That's not a big age difference.
Okay, you said 40 what?
43.
And you said 30 what?
7.
Okay, that's not a big age difference. Okay, but why younger, Mrs. Palmer?
He was born when he was born. What can I say?
And so, is it fair to say that love doesn't come with a number?
It depends. But whenever I met him, I didn't know how old he was, and he didn't know how old I was.
So that's what I mean. That it doesn't matter.
I don't think
it
depends. Yeah.
It depends on the maturity of the person. I mean, you can get somebody who's older and it can be immature, and you can get somebody who's younger who is mature. It all depends on the maturity of the person.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Look at 10. Look at 10. I'm loving it. No, because y'all don't know Tense like I know him just a little bit. Tense a little bit quiet. He's a little bit quiet sometimes. She said, no. They know everything. Okay, so children, family. Talk about the family. How big is the family?
Well, we have 5 children.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how long y'all been married?
10 years.
Ooh.
We just celebrated our 10th year anniversary back in January of 13th.
All right, you made it. And it seemed like when that 10th year hit, something happened. I start seeing y'all in a whole different light. I start seeing your social media just like shift. The energy shifted and everything shifted. What y'all say? What happened at that 10th year? Something happened.
I guess I can go first. With me, it was just looking back through all from the beginning to up until then. How much we done been through. How much love and everything that we done shared with the world and share with each other mostly. And it's a blessing just to see 10 years, because a lot of couples our age and younger, they don't last long. It don't last long. It's a couple years and they out.
I say most marriages these days last about 5 years tops, because people don't. Yeah, about 5 years or so. Mm-hmm. Most, because a lot of people don't fight for it. They're easy to just quick to give up.
Yeah.
In this day and age, to where some people don't want to fight anymore. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if it's worth it, then fight for it.
And so you have to get in the trenches and find out, like, is he or she really worth it? Is it something that I want to hold on? Is it worth fighting for? And then start fighting. It goes down.
I mean, yeah.
It goes down. Oh, let's go. It gets down and dirty. Okay. It's a lot of competition out there. They say in America, according to the statistics, I looked up some statistics, that there is about 1 woman to like 10 men.
What would that mean?
Would you? Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to say. Where they get them statistics from? I don't know who wrote that. Couldn't have been for us.
Nah.
Nah, I say it like this. They have nothing to do with me. If he want to be with me, he's gonna stay with me regardless of who's out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm. And then so we have what does Black love mean? What would your definition of Black love? What does that the audience going crazy. They got all kinds of stuff in the chat and everything. Y'all should see it. They going off on Facebook and everywhere. What does that mean? Anybody can go first to you, or does it mean the same for both? Have you thought about this question?
I mean, to me, Black love is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing like it out there in the universe. It's magical, especially when you find that one. It's nothing like it. It's the best feeling in the world to be with that person.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Ooh-wee. And Mrs. Palmer.
I feel like Black love is first of all very important because throughout history we were pinned against one another. Mm-hmm. All the way back in history, and it goes even back to slavery. Whenever the Black woman was pinned against a Black man, and turned against a Black man, and you see some of that these days, where it's a lot of gender wars. I feel like Black love is powerful. It's about unity. It's about sticking together throughout it all and facing challenges together.
Understanding one another and being on one page, one accord. Because I mean, you have some marriages where the man has one agenda, then the woman has another one, and a lot of those don't work out because it's not one. This person and that person, and yeah, that's not what it is.
Okay. Boy, y'all getting good down and dirty. I like when you talked about the gender wars and stuff.
Oh, you see it all day, every day, especially on social media. Sad.
Yeah,
especially the whole Kevin Samuels situation, and it's just
it's out there. It's bad. Right?
But, I mean, we're more united whenever we come together. We're stronger together than apart.
Speaking of together, I see you got a whole plethora of people in your crew.
That's my family.
Yeah.
I love them.
Oh my God, I'll be like, sure, I need to go there with them. I'm just looking at you all. I feel so protected all the way in Georgia. I'll be like, dang, they protected. Y'all protect one another. I'll be watching y'all. I'm like, they're very close family.
Oh yeah.
And I know I can appreciate just watching and seeing that, that type of love in your life, and there's love all around you too. It's just all around you too. And just watching and just having your children be able to see that, the 5 children, just see all the protection and the love that they have. That's just impeccable. For our culture as in the Islamic community, protection and love is the 2 highest principles. It's like love and protection is everything in our community. It's everything. So that's good. I really like your definition of Black love. Thank you so much for sharing that with the audience. Any questions from the audience? Please click like and share. Make sure you put it in. Our topic today is Black love in honor of Black History Month. We are talking to Mr. and Mrs. Palmer. They are from Texas. They are dropping it like it's hot. They have been married for 10 years. They have been through the muck and the mud, and they just gave up the definition of Black love. Okay. And they saying, listen, it's not turning your back on one another. It's having each other's back. It is powerful. It is everything. Okay. Thank you for joining, Miss Pamela. Thank you, Cuzzy TV. Oh, we got the TV people on. Oh, they all on. Well, thank you, Delise, Kay, all y'all. Thank you so much for joining. We really do appreciate you. And I'm going to go to my next question. And so my next question would be, When did you know for sure, like for sure, that you really loved one another? When did you know? Was it like the marriage, baby number one, baby number two, or what happened? Like, who wants to disclose that story? When did you know? I knew you was gonna go first, Ham. I knew you was gonna go first. And I love the background. Look at y'all little background ambiance and stuff. Y'all in the perfect little spot and everything.
Thank you.
With me, how I knew that, I was in love with her is I felt it in my soul, in my spirit. I mean, it was just something about her that was like, it drew me to her, when we got further on into, our relationship and stuff. I just felt it. I just knew that I was in love with this woman, and I wouldn't let her go for nothing.
I wouldn't either. You see that little fine dime you got.
Say it, Felicia. Say it.
Okay. So that's how you knew. Okay. I'll take that. Sounds like a plan to me. And Mrs. Palmer.
It's just one day I just looked into his eyes and I knew whenever I couldn't go a day without speaking to him, a day without seeing him, and a day without hearing from him, then anytime he was around me, like I still get goosebumps. Like every time he touched me or and I'm like goosebumps, and this is my baby.
Mm-hmm.
I just know. It's like when you know.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Ooh, goosebumps. Like
you know.
Goosebumps is always the that's the signal. That's the signal. Goosebumps is the signal. Like when you and when you're away and like not that you're waiting for the phone call out of desperation or anything like that. None of that stuff.
No, not like that.
Not that. It's just that when you're away and you're continuing to think about that person or their spirit is still with you.
You get excited to see them and
that spiritual connection. That's how you know.
Even a phone call gets you excited, just to say hi, just to hear the voice,
Go ahead, tell the Tans. Come on. Tell it, Tans. Giving up the juice. Y'all hear from Mr. Palmer. Call them girls. Y'all better call them girls, okay? Call them girls, okay? Y'all heard what Mr. Palmer said, okay? Okay. So that was good. So now, we done got how long y'all was married. We done defined Black love. And these some of the things that you all can look for when you know that you are in love with that person. They giving up the tea, honey. Y'all heard the tea right here.
I think it's different for everybody, though. I would believe. I don't think it's the same for everybody. But I just say this: if you know, you know. Whenever you're there, you're gonna know.
Well, I know some people who thought it was, and then it wasn't. So. That's why. That's one of the reasons why I chose to do this topic on my show for Black History Month, because to me, like I call it the devil, lower power, whatever you want to say, they got a job to do too, and they dress up pretty things too and make it seem like what it is, and then later on you find out it's not.
I say when whenever you're willing to fight for it. Whenever you just don't throw in a towel, whenever you're able to work things through and you want to work things through because you can't see yourself without this person. And that's how I know,
Ooh. That's the natural I know. Anyway, that's the one I know. I like that one. She done taught me a couple of things. Okay. So now let's get into it. Okay, the next question is going to be, I like that one. Okay. I got one. So that's similar to that one. I don't like that one. So here, let's go to this one.
Okay.
So how do you get through tough challenges? Somebody on there like, oh, I love this. This is so beautiful. Valentine's Day was a couple of weeks ago. Y'all, I know I should have had them on a couple of weeks ago. I missed. I know. So how do you get through tough challenges?
Talk it through. I say talk it through.
For the Black family, you think so?
I talk it through because I feel like every disagreement doesn't have to be an argument. So I try not to argue, but I get to a point sometimes if I'm too upset, I'm silent, and I'm not often silent, but I get silent. Then I have, I stay to myself just for a little bit and reflect, and
I'm telling the story, Terrence. You know she gonna get that gun. She shut down and she gonna get that gun. She run out.
No, seriously. I have my ways, but I'm a person of self accountability. Okay. Yeah. But I will say this: I do feel like every disagreement doesn't have to be an argument, so I do try not to argue with him. And throughout our marriage, I'll be honest, we haven't had too many arguments, and whenever we did argue, it turned out pretty bad because
we don't argue.
We don't really argue, and it hurts. I guess it hurts our feelings to be at odds with one another because we're usually not like that. And I would say last year was like a very hard year for us, like the last 2 years with a lot of different obstacles.
Yeah, COVID woke up a lot of families though.
Yeah. So it was pretty hard. It was pretty hard. But we bounced back. That's all that mattered.
That's what baby. It's about the get back. It's about the get back. I mean, come on back in here, Mr. Palmer. Where you think you going, buddy boy?
I mean, yeah, pretty much, what Natural said, it's about talking it out. Every relationship ain't perfect. Nobody's perfect. You're gonna have your ups and downs. You're gonna have your bumps in the road. I mean, it's all about sitting down, talking it out at the end of the day, and working it out. Like she mentioned earlier about fighting. I mean, that's all a part of the marriage. You got to fight for it every day.
Can I add something real quick? Sometimes I will say this. Sometimes you can't do it on your own. Sometimes you probably need somebody to step in as a as a mediator and try to help y'all along the way, whether it's a life coach, whether it's a therapist, whether it's if you're Christian pastor or whoever it is to help you out with your differences, because sometimes you can't do it alone. Or you have to sit down and you have to pray about some things because it's not, I mean, that's where your faith come in, whatever faith you are, or your belief system.
Well, that's funny that you said faith, because I think that spirituality and religion is one of my questions. That how does that play a role in the marriage? That's the next question.
I say structure, morals, principles. I mean, everybody, can believe in, their own thing, but at the end of the day, we all serve, one high God, most high. So that's what it is. That's what it is to me. It helps shapes and molds the family.
The family. Okay. I like that. The entire family.
And yourself. You give you like boundaries, and boundaries to whether it's like if you believe in something and you stand by what you believe in, then you're going to stick to what you believe in. You're not, it's certain things that you would, if your belief system is strong, it's certain things that you would not do because of what you believe in. And that's how I feel. It's all about structure.
You're only going to go so far this way.
Yeah.
If you're true about it.
And that will will you back in that's that belief. You're only going to do certain things. You're only going to, you're going to follow the guidelines of that belief. That's good. Yeah, I like that. That's right. Great advice, they said. Oh, somebody's on here. Larry, Zenzile Shabazz, welcome. Thank you for joining. Larry, thank you for joining. Robert, thank you for joining. Paula, thank you for joining. Ooh, y'all got my YouTube lit right up like a whole Christmas tree. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you all for joining. Please click like and share and invite someone. Send them the same link that you were sent. To jump right on to, I'm going to say America's favorite couple, because they're just my favorite couple. I'm telling you now, you heard it right here on Bring It to the Table with your host, author Doc B, where we approach everyday people like you and me who have overcome, conquered, and survived anything in this long living beyond your dreams. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are on with Mr. and Mrs. Palmer from Texas, and they are dropping jewels on us. Love and Black marriage. Ha, ha, ha. You heard it right here. Right here. Mr. Terrence Palmer done came out his shell. I ain't never seen him talk this much. At first, I was like, natural. You think he gonna come on? I was going back and forth. I was like, is he gonna come?
Terrence is more outgoing than me. Yeah. I'm the one that's kind of like, I like to stay behind the scenes.
But me and you want to have
like.
I know, but me and you, I mean, me and you, we cool. I talk to you all the time. We like, we like girlfriends, And I was like, could you ask your husband, could we, in Slam, we got to go through the wife. So I'm like, could you ask your husband, could he come on? I would love for y'all to come, because I just been watching y'all growing and growing. And this year's only been a couple of months, but I watched y'all from the middle of last year make this shift. It's just this shift.
Yeah.
In your energy, just right on social media, this long distance. I've just been watching the change. It was magical. It was magical. You guys didn't tell them what you all do for a living. What's the career? I believe you have businesses. Let's do a little marketing if you want. We can if you probably all backed up anyway. You got a lot of customers. I need no more business, Felicia. I'm all backed up right now. You're gonna get me jammed up more.
Well, we are a small business. Our business name I Create LLC. It's spelled EYECREATE LLC. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
Right now, our platform that we sell on is Etsy at the moment.
Okay, nice. All right, y'all heard that? Say it again. What's the name of it?
I Create LLC.
And what do you do? What is I Create?
Basically, handmade jewelry, cosmetics, everything is homemade, handmade. Body butters, anything that you could name, we have it.
Oh my goodness.
You have to check us out.
Oh my goodness. I need some of that good shape stuff, like voluptuous stuff. So I'm married to an OG. Y'all gotta give me some tips. I'm married to like 70, 75 years old. He like 70. How old is wait a minute? He about 70. Yeah, he about 70. And I'm 55. So I got put on that. I get some tips from my favorite couple, America's favorite couple. That's what I'm gonna name y'all, America's favorite couple.
You putting pressure on us now.
Oh, hi, I see you, sis. Assalamu alaikum. I see you. Thank you so much, Queen. So, all right, let's get back to our questions. This is really getting good. It's juicy. I love it. It says, is trust a major factor in the Black marriage? Trust. Talk about trust.
I mean, if you don't have trust, you don't have anything. That's how I feel.
And that's what it comes down to. What I said earlier about, this person has their own agenda, that person had their own agenda because they don't trust each other. So, yeah, trust is really, really important in a marriage.
What about confidence?
Confidence?
Yeah.
Within yourself or within your marriage? Because you have to have both. You have to have both.
You need both. Okay. All right.
You trust me? These just
But you ask them that on national, you on
because I want to know. Hey,
you got 4 different countries on right now.
That's fine. That's fine. We on here for a reason.
Right. Drop it. Go ahead and drop it. I already know he trusts you.
Yeah.
Because he already know if not, you gonna have to kill him. You know, you got that. I'm just saying.
I'll probably out there like that.
You're gonna be like, whoa.
I believe that
you're gonna have me some more open.
You have to have trust in who you're with, but not only that, you have to have trust within yourself. You know, you have to trust yourself to make the right decisions, and you have to trust him to make the right decisions. And if there's no trust, there's nothing. Just like respect. If there's no respect, I mean, what do you do with it?
That's right.
And I will say that if trust is broken at any time, it can be restored only if both parties are willing to put in the work.
Ooh, wait, y'all. Well, y'all heard it right here on Bring It to the Tables. Y'all heard a lot of things. You heard principles that consist of trust and honesty and faith. They talked about their spirituality and religion, togetherness. They talked about confidence, in the marriage and individual confidence. If you don't have these principles and you're not living in, this is what works in the Palmer's marriage. Okay. This is what works in the Palmer's marriage. Hey, Aunt Lolo, my Aunt Lolo is listening from Vegas. Hi, Auntie. You're still in Vegas. Get your butt back here, girl. Still in Vegas. Did you win?
I want to be where she's at.
Really?
Y'all want to go to Vegas too, right? And so the next question would be to give some examples of, if you're willing, to give an example of times that that you had to have one another's back. She said, "I'll be home Tuesday." Okay, safe travels.
Let me see.
One time that you had to have each other's back. Isaac Hayes.
I remember when we.
I'm like, what did Luke Terrence look like tonight? Isaac Hayes with that bald head. I'm trying to think, why he looked different tonight. What did he look like? Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes.
I never heard of that one, but okay.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at a whole different.
No, forget the question.
You got the question? Me too.
I think you were saying when was a time that we had to have one another's back?
Yeah.
I could say whenever we first got together, like it was a couple people that had their opinions about our relationship or whether we should be together or not. But yeah, I always have his back. I always have his back. I had to have my back then, and I had to have his back at that time as well.
I bet you did. Shoot.
Don't play with mine. Don't play with mine.
That part right there, okay?
That part, like seriously.
Yeah.
Hey, I understand. I'll be crazy over my OG. He'll tell you right now, don't call my wife. She crazy. Don't call my wife.
I'm not crazy. I'm loving.
So we do have a question from the audience that was not on the list that I sent, because what I do is I prepare my guests, because no one will ever be humiliated or disrespected or embarrassed by anybody in my audience. But there's people in the audience, they are asking questions, they are commenting, the hearts are going up. It's getting crazy. I'm telling you, y'all can't see, but I can. And there's a couple of people. Somebody is saying, Terrence and Natural, tell us about forgiveness in a marriage. Then there's another person, Victoria, is saying, I had trust. I had to touch on trust as well. It takes years to build trust, not to take a second to lose it. But years to build it. Trust is a major foundation or building block of love. Okay. I see it. Do y'all can see that comment too?
I can see
we
it.
see it.
Oh, okay. So you want to touch forgiveness first? That one's first at the top.
I would say that you have to love one another and able to forgive one another. To know that everybody is not perfect and everybody make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And can you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, I'm perfect? Like if you can't do that, then I mean, just know that the other person can make mistakes too, but it also depends on what you're forgiving, because there's boundaries, and everybody should have boundaries. So I feel like in order to be able to forgive, it's a whole process, it's a whole process. You don't just forgive overnight, and you're not going to forgive overnight, no matter what it is. It could be like a little simple lie. It could be infidelity. It could be like financial. It could be anything. But the thing is, in order to be able to forgive and learn how to forgive is just to know that you're not perfect and everybody make mistakes.
Right.
Well, there it is, folks. And I think Mr. Palmer agrees with that. Correct, Mr. Palmer?
Correct.
Ooh, you heard it right there, right here on Bring It to the Table with your girl.
I do have to agree with Victoria, because she says it takes years to build a second. It takes years to build and a second to lose it. You can lose all trust in a person by something they say or do, but if you love that person, it's it could be repairable.
It'll take time, of course, to rebuild a trust once it's broken. But I mean, like my queen said earlier, if you really love the person that you're with, everybody deserves chances. Everybody deserves second chances. I mean, nobody's perfect.
That's if you want to be together for the rest of your life. You're going to have to learn how to forgive.
Ooh,
learn how to build that trust.
It's a fight.
This is the man that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. And that's what it is. That don't mean that he can do whatever he wants of me just because I'm going to be with him for the rest of my life. I have boundaries.
So what I'm hearing, because I'm a therapist and that's what I do. But what I'm hearing is this acceptance. So to me, I want to throw that out there. Is that it appears that you really have a deeper level of acceptance of who you are with, and that's who you accept with all of his flaws and all. You accept him for who he is. So forgiveness is going to probably come just a little bit more quicker these days because, okay, that's Terrence. That's what he does. That's who he is. So I accept him in that condition until this power that you talked about earlier changes him, not me. Until this power or he changes him, not me, natural. Am I saying this right?
Yeah, I would say that I would say that it's always room to grow, and a person grows. Like we do have old fools in the world, but you have to make a decision on whether you're going to be an old fool or you're going to be a wise person. And I say that a wise person not only learn from their mistakes, but other people's mistakes as well. Yeah.
Ooh, well, y'all heard it. Y'all heard what she just said, right?
And I also want to say this: if we've been together for 13 years, but married for 10. Why would I give up on it now? Why would I throw in the towel now? If I'm with somebody else, let's say that we were to split up and I get with somebody else, I'm gonna have to learn that person all over again. That person's gonna come with some type of baggage. He's gonna have to deal with me and my baggage. He's gonna have to deal with me and my personality, anything that I come with, and I'm gonna have to, we're gonna go through some things. So what do we keep doing, right? Do we keep leaving the people that we're with or the person that we're meant to be with to find somebody else and go through a whole another journey with somebody, another person? That's everybody's gonna have problems no matter who you're with. And you just gotta have to figure out, if it's worth fighting for.
Yeah, stay with I know what I already have. So, but I don't know what I'm going to step into.
Exactly.
I'd rather stay over here.
Like they would say, he already know my demons. I know his. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
Woo, wait, they giving it up right here. They saying, okay, Black Power. Boy, they ain't playing no games in this audience. They saying that part. Up, Lena. I know who that person is too. I know her. She's saying that part right there.
No matter who you're with, you're gonna go through some things. So
and so accepting that person for who they are and what they bring to the table, and continue to stay in prayer and wait for God to change that person.
And right? and the person got to do the work as well. You know, once you meet her or you meet him, you know, like I said, you're not perfect, but you can change things about yourself within your marriage, and continue working on that and fighting for that and fighting for that woman and fighting for that man instead of giving it up so easy because of one, you know, bump around down the road or stumble. I mean, like she said, I mean, it's a fight. Everything is a fight. It's a work in progress every day.
But also, I would say this, and I would say this from experience too, and I'm being transparent. It's like it's not only a fight to stay together, you know, but it's sometimes we face fights within ourselves, you know, like, you know, things within ourselves that cause us to hold ourselves back.
All right, so now watch this. So if you're holding yourself back, right, and you're fighting within yourself, Terrence, how willing are you to be able to wait until that particular, let's say if she was in a midlife crisis, are you willing to wait until that crisis passes? What do you want?
I mean, she wants to tell me about the gun and everything. Like, but of course, you know, this is my queen, this is my world.
Whatever, we can't hear.
Yeah, somebody said they can't hear.
Well, can everybody else can hear us? I'm not getting that, but go ahead, keep answering the question.
Yeah, this is my queen, this is my world. So
I'm sorry, Victoria, I don't know what happened.
If she's going through something, I'm gonna be here with her, fighting through it with her. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna let you go do what you do, and I'm just gonna no. Whatever.
What if she just start treating you like crap while she going through that? What you gonna do?
It's to understand. Well, I have to understand.
I mean, this wasn't on the list. This is just conversation, right?
Well, first I have to understand what she's going through, and understand.
Try to understand.
Try to understand what she's going through, and find ways to try to not get into, let's say, my feelings or anything because she's, you know, I guess what she's going through, she's lashing out at me. I had to try.
So she's gonna start going out now, coming in 2-3 o'clock in the morning, hanging out with the girls, going to the gun range all the time with the dudes, and this, that, and the third. What you gonna do?
I mean, I mean that's a time where we would have to sit down and have a conversation with each other. Like, hey, you know, what's going on?
That's right.
How can I help in the situation? What do I need to do better to help with the situation? I mean, it's just a simple conversation. Of just sitting down and just asking questions and try to.
She's gonna be like, get out.
I go to the gun range with my comrades, like all of them on our feet. Like,
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So this is going to be my last and final question. I really enjoyed the two of you. I wish we can stay on forever and ever and ever. I really, really do. Again, thank you all for joining. Bring It to the Table with your host, your girl, author Doc B, where we address everyday people like you and I who have overcome, conquered, and survived anything and is now living beyond their dreams. The Palmers have been married 10 plus years, and they have been together 13 plus years, and they just make magic in their marriage. If you follow them on their social media, let me tell you, oh my gosh, they just make you fall in love with love again. I'm telling you now, and that's why they are America's favorite couple in my eyes. And this is my show, and I can say that. America's favorite couple in my eyes, and I'm so very proud of my Black king and queen on this day. I wish you all the best. But my last question for everyone would be, Where do you see yourselves going? What's going on with the Palmers? What's big happening? What's next for you all?
What's next is
A baby.
um, let's say we growing our baby bigger, which is our business.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's expanding that more expanding that and just
Okay.
Growing,
it's growing,
staying
just
happy.
staying happy, growing with each other, not away from each other, but with each other.
Let's give a love cruise. Let's give a cruise. The Palmers and the Burtons give a love cruise.
That would
Let's
be
get
great.
some workshops. Get some workshops on that cruise and help people stay married. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
stay in love, because love is real. It's a beautiful thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you all are doing it. You are able to do it. I can feel it right through this phone. So good luck with everything. God bless you. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining. Thank you for coming on. I really enjoyed you all. I love you so much.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. We were like really nervous. So.
You go. I'm gonna make you laugh.
I know.
Everybody know I'm gonna make them laugh. You ain't nervous no more.
No, actually no.
Y'all just got so loose. Y'all got loose with it, honey. Y'all got loose with it.
Thank you so much for
Well,
having us.
Yes, thank you.
Very much welcome. People are saying great show. Thank you. People are saying yes. They got clapping hands in there and everything. Thank you, Maria, for joining. I see you at the end there and a couple of more people. And I'm sorry you couldn't hear any more, Victoria. I don't know what happened, but other people can hear. So it might be just on your part. So until then, what do we have coming up next? Oh my goodness. We have on the 24th, you have the mindset about wealth needs to change. Your mindset about wealth needs to change. That's Friday, the 24th at 8 p.m. Michelle, she's a special guest. I call her a millionaire realtor from Arizona. She bad to the bone. She coming on and she's going to help our audience, Black and brown people, change our mindset about wealth. You don't want to miss it. Thank you all. Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Say good night to the Palmers. Say good night, y'all.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Love
everybody.
you.
All right. Love you too. Thanks for coming. Great show.